got questions to ask, and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky. Oh, dig it 420, curious Canuck. Answers on your mind, never getting stuck.
Because, Hello, hello, hello. I feel like I was just here. Holy Hannah, an hour and a half is just cutting it. Just enough time to get going and doing a couple things before I have to come right back. Hello, everyone. How you doing? It looks like it's going to be a good full house today. I've already got people waiting in the background, so let's not make them wait any longer. Hello, Squabby. How you doing? Oh, you're muted. Just a sec. Oh, you've got to unmute from your end. It's in the StreamYard side.
Hey, Shovel Girl.
There we go. That works better. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Good, good. I like your blue headphones. They
Oh,
really
well,
bring out the blue of your eyes.
they were a gift from my brother.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they look really nice and simple too. No mic in your face.
Yeah, I carry it on my side.
Gotcha. There you go. Here's my friend Brian.
Hey,
What's up?
Brian.
Hello, Brian. How you doing?
I'm
This
alive.
should be there.
Oh,
we
good.
go. I like that better.
Oh, that's way better. Yeah,
Yeah.
The three rows one was weird.
Yeah.
Is that a sword?
That is the
It is.
sword. Those are my weapon.
Oh,
my
nice.
Weapon. Yeah. That's just
Is that
some
a
of
family
them, man.
crest?
I've got no, that's just a crest.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's just some of my artillery. That's not even a correct word for it. What was it?
Weaponry.
Hand to hand stuff. I got one on the door back there. Can you see that way back in the back?
Oh yeah, way in the background. Yeah. So you're well armed.
I've got axes and swords and helmets and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, this was back from the days where he would help actually siege castles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Squab is actually that old, so he's got all these things that we used to have, and
yeah, just collected over the years and hung on to.
Yeah, I do have. They're not really mine, but somewhere up there. There you go. There's some rifles from World War II.
Cool.
So when you fought, actually, you were part of the Air Force in the World War II, right?
I never got wounded. So
no Purple Heart for you.
No.
Well, you fly really quickly. You guys are quick.
I was the dive bomber. You'd be surprised how effective poop is.
Right.
in a war zone. Yeah.
I like your little handheld. It's like a crossbow, but it's small.
Yeah. Where's it at? Yeah.
Yeah.
The crossbow is the only thing that's really not real. All the other things are sharpened and pointy and will kill you if
actually work
used in the wrong way. But
the one thing that catches my eye won't work at all.
No,
I'd be hooped in your home. If I'm trying to defend myself, I grab
100% fake. Yeah.
Yeah. Par for the course. Dom sending in a Rumble ramp. There's a buck. He says cha-ching. Thank you so much, Dom. That's why I have the Rumble chat open so I can see that stuff.
Dom and Saffron and MJ.
Yeah. We've got there's MJ right at the beginning. Hello, MJ. Good to see you.
Oh, what up,
we've
MJ?
Got Squab. We've got Wild. Hello again, Wild. And Dom. Yep, we got you. If I missed, there's
and Johnny K.
Hello. Oh, hello, Johnny K.
Turn it.
Fill some holes. Hello. Turn it loose. Oh my goodness. I can't even remember the name of that movie, but it was so funny. It was so very funny. So what's up today? Anything happening? Anything wild and crazy happening? I was hanging out with Johnny on his stream all morning, and I feel like I haven't really I don't know. I haven't had my finger on the pulse. Anything wild and crazy happened today?
You mean in terms of our lives?
Your lives?
Or the United
more
States of America?
or America or the world? What's going down? I
It's
literally haven't looked
been-
at anything.
It's been kind of funny today, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Some idiot on Fox News decided that he wanted to overread into a Trump not cabinet member, but one of his execs, like read into a statement, which then caused a 10% spike in the market. And then immediately Trump's like, no, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. And then immediately plummets back down 11.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oops.
Yeah, oops, indeed. Somebody made a
That was
lot of
busted.
money off of that. I'm telling you. They bought the dip yesterday, saw that it bounced up 10%, immediately sold.
Yeah. Oh wow. The markets, I keep getting told the markets are doing wild and crazy things, but I don't know how to read them. So I don't know what it means.
See, it's
For
only...
those who
Yeah.
imbibe, it is National Beer Day.
Oh, okay.
National Beer Day. And it is International Beaver Day.
Ooh, it's the
If you have
Canadian day.
If you have your beaver, pet your beaver.
Yeah, everyone pet your beaver today. Give your beaver a little love.
Mm.
Hello, Tammy. How you doing? Phil Simhole says I have a German bayonet somewhere.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't have. Well, of course I'm Canadian, but weapons weren't really a collectible thing for me and my family.
Oh,
Tammy's the
wasn't-
one who probably really needs weapons. He probably has a dagger somewhere.
Oh, something.
A digger dagger.
A digger dagger. Yes.
do I have any weapons anywhere near me right now? No. No, I don't.
know. Wild's asking what happened to Johnny's stream. Tried to watch the end and it's gone.
Oh,
Oh, right. Yes. Because
Yeah.
he did something that he shouldn't have done. And so just to cover his balls.
I have the hilt for a 3D printed sword I'm making.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Wow, 3D. Wow.
Yeah, it's got dowel rods inside, so it stays together.
Is it going to be
Sneaky.
magical or special in some way, or
So
Klingon thing or something?
no, it's from anime because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yes,
but
we've learned.
yeah, no, it's
Yes.
it's supposedly made out of slime.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting. That doesn't sound like it's going to do a whole lot in a fight.
Oh, it does a
Well-
lot when you put enough magic into it to make it sharp.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Probably in
Johnny's
the spirit,
saying he took it
in the
down. So
spirit
that's,
world.
that's what's
Yeah.
going on.
It's probably good against ghosts.
Oh, 100%.
The goo holds them together. Oh my goodness.
So how you been, Digger? Everything going okay physically?
Yeah, same old. It's springtime. So it rains an awful lot and the humidity makes
Oh,
it
we had a storm
suck.
yesterday, man. A big storm.
We had a huge rainfall overnight. The last
Yeah,
Not-
maybe it was this morning. Yeah, we had a big
Yeah, it was weird the amount of rain. The creek behind us is potentially going to flood, so everyone's keeping an eye on it the last few days. So
You live like up though, don't you? Like you don't live on the bottom floor.
no, I'm a level up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you're not going to get flooded. Now the people underneath
No.
you might.
yeah. Well, in this case, the guy underneath me won't get hit either. It will be the laundry room, but
what's
the laundry
a
room's right underneath me.
what's a Cronin? I'm not familiar with Cronin.
A Cronin. A Cronin
like a-
is a Danish.
Conan the Barbarian? Cronin sword?
Oh, a Conan sword.
No, it's a
Okay.
Cronin.
No,
Cronin.
Oh, a
no,
Cronin.
It's.
I thought a
it's,
Cronin was
Is
a
it made of slime? Oh, Hellboy. There you go.
No, he's
Okay.
probably talking
He's the guy
about.
that has the he's the guy that has the shaved
Yeah.
horns, right?
yeah. Okay. Cronin for the first thing that came to my mind. Isn't that like a form of currency? Ron Perlman.
I think it
Okay.
is. And Cronin and the Cougaran.
Yeah, the Cougarin.
The cucaracha? What?
No, that's
Are
a dance. That's
are
something
you
completely different.
are you ready? Are you ready, Digger, to trade out your Canadian money for American money?
You know what? I would love to trade out my American or my Canadian money for American money because yours is worth more. And it goes further. It goes so much further. If we were to become like the 51st state, say,
It's going to happen. Alberta,
everything would cost less.
you're probably safe for a while, but Alberta is going to come over in Greenland.
Well,
Those two for
Alberta's
sure.
going to come over, and if they go, Saskatchewan is going too. And if
Okay.
Saskatchewan is going, then BC pretty much has to go. We just need some help getting rid of the communists that run the Lower Mainland.
Damn commies.
Oh, dude, it's there. It's
Then we need the
it's there.
Indians. Is it Navawoot? Navawu?
There's a few different. There's none of it. I think is the one that you're talking about. Yeah, I want none of it.
None of it. Oh, wow.
None of it's none of it's a territory. We want none of it.
Well, that's what we want, too.
And the Northwest Territories.
That'll give us a straight line to Greenland.
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
we really are looking for.
Well, I'm saying we should just split the country, split Canada east-west. And,
Well, yeah, you'd have to have
Saskatchewan over New
you'd
Canada.
have to have British Columbia become like, Canada Light, or they would want to rename them. Or you could just call the whole other thing Quebec, and they could all speak French.
There you go. I was kind
Ugh.
of liking New Canada.
New Canada.
New Canada would work for us in the West because we were the last ones to.
Well, welcome on board, man. Hey.
Yeah, I at this point, we would be better off. Well, I can't even say we'll see at the end of the election because
And
the
you'd
election.
probably get better health care out of it, though, wouldn't you? Or would it cost a little bit more?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You'd get treated quicker. I know that for sure.
It would. Yeah, we wouldn't have our not disability. We wouldn't have our social and medical. So yeah, that would be a thing.
It would affect you
Yeah.
big time. It really
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
So everybody in chat, send some money. Digger.
That's right.
She needs a pre-American fund for changing over.
No, don't worry. So what's going to happen is our money is going to get devalued to the point where it's like, basically not worth more than Canadian. Then she can swap over to American money, like 1 for 1. And then boom, it's going to gain some of its power the American dollar is, which then makes her money when she transfers it back over.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing I like best about the Canadian money is, don't y'all still have a paper currency that has Spock on it?
Do we have
Didn't-
Spock on
don't they-
it?
Yeah, that you've got one of your bills.
They
and
did that as a specialty thing,
you
didn't
can
they?
change the guy who's on it to look exactly like Spock.
That's really funny.
It is, man. It's
That's
Spock
so
money.
dumb, but that's so funny.
I'm looking it up right now.
Look up
Spocking
Canadian
fives
Spock
by
money.
putting
Oh,
images
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
country's $5 bill. Oh,
And I
it's Sir
think-
Wilfrid Laurier. Okay.
I think he had a day.
Give me a picture.
Saturday or last week, Wednesday, maybe, was Spock Day, I think.
Oh my goodness, that is really wow. That is very. Here we go. I have never heard of this before.
Oh, wow. I thought all Canadians knew.
I thought that was like the
No.
only thing your state has.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Wow, that's
Oh, Who's the other one?
pretty darn
Voldemort? I mean,
No, Snape.
Snape.
Snipe. Professor Snipe.
Mhm,
I don't know, the guy from Harry Potter.
mhm.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Snape maybe.
I don't
Snipe.
like
know.
Harry Potter because I actually have, the ability to understand language.
Gotcha. Well, that's really cool.
Oh, there you go, man. The 5 note. Oh, wow.
Ooh,
There
look
we
at that
go.
fiver.
Collect those, Digger, because they'll be worth more, someday soon.
Wow, that's funny. I had no idea that wasn't even a thing.
Wow.
That's cool.
Canadian Spock money. You know, it's
Yeah.
it'll go
I'm
into
never
the
going to look
future.
at a 5 again the same way. That's awesome. Yes, Wild. Yes. They've come and they've taken over the lower mainland, and we need to change that. But the rest of BC is ready to go with Alberta.
Mr. Q.
Hello, Mr. Q. How you doing?
Hey, it's an old man. Who knows the old man?
Yeah, there's just, you know, so many of us old people, and we have like a club, you know.
Yeah.
If you go back far enough, you have like a club.
Yeah, we called that the Freemasons.
Yeah, Freemasons. Hey, don't mock us. Don't mock us now. We've got that temple treasure, you know, hidden away.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah,
right.
yeah.
Rainy day.
Yes. Yes, that Templar money. It's just sitting there. Fill some holes wants some Spock money. Wild saying Spock on money is not logical. And that's a very nice layer joke. Well done. Well done. And Dom is saying, don't forget, even cavemen had clubs.
Boonga boonga.
There's that. Yeah, I don't know. I just, if we do, you know, switch over and become American, I hope we keep our colored money. It's
Well,
just so easy.
We've got colored money now.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a lovely cup.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that cup? What does that cup say?
I'm a certified digger lover.
Nice.
I like I'm trying to like get the lighting to make it just IGG.
Hey, Bucky.
Hello,
Welcome.
Buck. How you doing?
Welcome to the Digger Chat.
How you doing, bud? Quit teasing me about my age. I will be at you with my cane and get off my lawn, says Mr. Q.
Old grumpy old man, man. We can do it, man. Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, right? Mr. Q saying nice cup. Wild saying nice mug, science slut.
Got you.
And happy Monday, Uncle Buck. How you doing? Seems to be we've all made it through to the end of another Monday. So I think we're doing
Is
good.
it Monday? Oh wow.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh
yes.
yeah, when you don't have to work, you know, because you're retired or
Every day is Saturday, man. Or
that's what my
Friday.
dad says.
Yeah. My dad really likes the retirement. He just recently took a picture of my niece, one of my nieces. They've been taking the same picture every year since Grandpa retired. They're sitting on the same bench, and this year was the 10th year anniversary of my dad retiring. So it's really cool to see her, 10 years earlier and see the difference.
It's gonna be sad when one of them's left. It's the only one.
Oh yeah, we're yeah, it's kind of the nice thing about my folks having split when I was in my early 20s. They both remarried, and my little brother and I, we got a whole ton of step siblings, and we got 2 more whole families. So the nice thing is we won't be left alone. We've got all sorts of family now.
It's good to have family.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, I am. I don't know. I've been talking all day long. This hour and a half between ending one stream and starting another stream is that's almost not long enough. Almost. The girls got fed, but that's about it.
Girls are the cats.
Yes. Yeah.
Not her boobs. The cats.
Not my boobs. No, the cats. Yeah. They're both actually kind of in shot, but blending in with the jacket hood isn't helping much.
And they've been indoors their whole lives, huh?
They have.
This is their world.
It is, yeah. But they've got more control over it than me, so.
Digger's Playhouse is their world.
Yeah.
But look at it. It's like a cat house. She's got stuff for them to climb on everywhere.
There's
Yeah.
even stuff along the middle of the room so
Things
that
to
they
hide
can.
under, you know.
Yeah.
They can get in all kind of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely geared towards their happiness.
I remember I've got a little Chihuahua. I remember one day he got stuck under the sheet. He couldn't
Oh,
he couldn't find his way out. I bet you've had a cat or two do that where they get stuck and they can't get out, man. They're crawling around and they just keep making it worse, man. They
yeah.
keep
Just
rolling
getting all
around.
tangled up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And you
Sweets
say,
is
hey kitty, here kitty. Where you at, kitty?
she's the one that would be doing that one in the chair here. She's the clumsiest cat I've ever met, ever. She would probably not land on her feet if she was to jump off the second floor, off the balcony. She's just that clumsy. Yeah, nice mug. Oh, Dom's saying colored bunny. Yeah, no. Each of our numerical bills is a totally different color, so that when you go out drinking of a night, even late at night, no matter how sloshed you are, you're paying using the right bills, and you don't accidentally spend 100 on a $10 ride or something like that. It's very, very useful. Yeah. Especially now that it's plastic. It's very easy to spend. So it's nice to be sure you're spending the right one.
It's probably harder to counterfeit, huh?
Oh, probably. Probably. I don't know.
That's the right
still
answer.
weird.
That's the right answer, Digger.
It's still weird to have plastic money. It's kind of strange. But if you spill your drink on them, it's okay too, because they're plastic, so it's no big deal.
Your money.
can hand the
Right, your
hookers-
money's plastic.
Your money's plastic.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, there's some paper, whatever
Fibers?
to it. Fibers,
Mhm.
thank you. There's some paper fibers to it, but it's plastic.
Wow.
Yeah. Here, I'll be right back. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
All right.
Well, hey,
What
Brad,
would-
how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's going all right.
Yeah, I'm liking the hair. I'm liking the
Oh.
hair.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
You got some to spare? You could send my way. I could.
Actually, I could. I can make a wig out of it. I got.
All right.
Actually, I don't have enough yet. When I get enough, I'll send you a wig.
The strange thing is that not too many have gray afros. What you need is like a gray. You know.
Actually, my brother is gone gray.
Oh.
He is younger than me, and he
Wow.
is going gray.
So it could happen. It can happen at any moment to you, overnight.
No, actually, genetics are different, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go. These are going to disappear soon enough because they got the Queen Mum on them.
Hold on to it because it'll be valuable because it's got
Yeah.
the Queen Mum. Or does it
But-
become illegal after a while or something?
I don't know. But if
Money
you see,
becoming illegal, it's clear.
Well,
Yeah.
once you got King Chucky.
it's plastic. It's clear plastic.
Wow, man,
Yeah.
that is something else.
Yeah. These
Man,
don't
imagine
last
the
as long
creasing.
either because where it has
I
been
need to,
creased, can you see?
I need to stay away from Canada, man. Their money is.
I don't know
clear.
if you can see, but where it's creased, there's actually the stuff is worn away. No, it doesn't really show.
Mm,
But yeah, so some of the printing has actually worn away and all along the edges too.
What were you guys thinking, man? Your money fades over time.
Yeah, right? Well, it's so
Wow.
that they can keep recalling it and printing more. They like
I
to
need
do
8
that.
inches
too.
minimum for locks of love.
Who-
Actually, I had 10 at one point. Back in high school, I had 10 inches of hair.
Oh, wow.
It
Yeah.
was that took a while to grow.
You could like shake it
Oh,
and
man.
dance, and it would move, huh?
Oh, it moves now.
like to see you in a windstorm. You live in Chicago too. You
The
need
windy-
to
yeah.
record yourself in a windstorm. And your hair is just fluttering
look-
away.
You live in the murder capital of the world.
No, the murder capital. No, wait, no, that would be the shooting capital of the world. Yeah, no, murder capital of the world. Yeah,
Yeah, No biggie.
You live up there. Who is it on Cool Frog's channel? I think it's is it Seneca or is it somebody lives in Chicago. There's a few people on YouTube that are in our
That
community
are
that live
in that
in the
area.
Chicago area. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Really? I've probably never met any of them.
yeah. There's some up there.
I think Roots Calhoun is. I'm pretty sure he is. Hello, Los Federales. How you doing? I just saw that.
Say that again, because I was trying to pronounce it. I couldn't.
Los Federales.
Federales.
Yeah.
Los Federal.
I thought it said pedo something. I wasn't gonna try.
Oh.
Well, I
No.
mean, but two things can be true at once.
No, he's Los Federales, and he's Canuck like me, although he's on the
Oh,
East
wow.
Coast.
You're
you
right.
guys-
I forgot my
You
pick.
guys play hockey and curl, right? I love
Right.
curling. Yeah, I love this. I love the curling thing.
Yeah.
Hard.
Sweep. Yeah, I'm sure that could be a very enjoyable game for men.
Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah, we play lacrosse too. Lacrosse, and well, I guess Ringette isn't actually Canadian, so I can't say that. But apparently we are the ones who actually invented basketball.
Oh, really?
So
Canadian?
do
Oh
that
no,
with-
that was actually us, the blacks, who did that. Thank you.
Well, then it was you blacks in Canada doing it because it's a Canadian thing.
Nope, we stole it.
The
It's ours.
Canadian history commercial that they played for us back in the 90s said it was a white dude.
Nope, we stole it. It's ours.
Okay. Well, that's what you do with a lot of stuff. So I guess I'm used to it.
Yep.
Brian Science. I'm going to fix that. Brian, the science slut, did the fro. Did he wear a pick like the 70s? You kids always come back and take over all the old cool stuff, right? He does one better. He doesn't just wear picks. He prints them himself, Mr. Q. So he 3D prints himself the hair picks.
I bet you have all kind of fun with that, right? 3D
This one
printing.
is literally a middle finger that says "fuck you."
Nice.
Oh man. Oh.
I had one of those as an avatar for a while, only underneath the U it said Trudeau. It was lovely.
I love it.
Pilsum Holes says women's curling is a great watch.
Yeah, it is. Only thing better is actually women's tobogganing or whatever the heck that one is, where like they're on the thing and they're like going down the slope head
Bobsledding?
first. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Maybe. No,
Or
whichever
no,
one
not
has their
bobsledding, it's the other
no,
one.
they're on their stomach.
luge.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Ooh,
huge asses usually like bouncing.
that looks
Yeah.
like the scariest sport. That and what's the snow thing where they go over the hills? You know,
Oh,
both those things look scary as anything, man.
oh gosh, I can't remember the name for that.
One
I-
little misstep and you could like slice your neck off, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Los Federales, he's right. We invented pineapple pizza too. Thank you very much.
Ugh. Yo, yeah, they can keep
Mm,
that.
Maybe
Wild says the
pineapple.
blacks invented basketball along with everything else.
Yep. Including stealing.
There you go.
I insist that Jesus invented pizza.
Well, he may have invented pizza, but it was a Canuck that decided to put the pineapple and the pizza together as a thing.
Pizza originally comes from the Holy Land. The Romans who had occupied Judea took it back to Italy, and that's you know,
Oh, okay.
the rest is history. But yeah,
Interesting.
the Jewish people invented pizza. So I like to say Jesus, invented pizza.
They did everything. And oh, Mr. Q, them's fighting words. So that's terrible. The pineapple on pizza and Canadian bacon is just ham. So give it up.
This is true.
Well, are Canadian pigs? Are they like a different, genetically from American pigs, or is there the
Apparently,
same
we
kind
call
of pig?
Canadian bacon is just ham, but we have sliced ham as well as.
But do
as
you even have pigs that far north?
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
got
yeah.
pigs?
Oh yeah.
wow.
Yeah. I grew up next to the pig farm, Piggy's Palace. It was great.
Yeah,
Wow.
you eaten hooker at least once.
Oh, at least once. Yeah. Yeah. It's a given. That pig farm was, and I don't even have to say allegedly, it was proven that pig farm had been the place where many people had been taking their unwanted humans for many generations. So, yeah.
I
It
hear
was,
they're delicious, but I might be wrong.
I never tasted any different. It all tasted like pork to me.
Long pork.
Yeah. Terrence Howard invented math. Just ask him. White people do math wrong. Oh,
Yeah,
is he the
2
one that
plus
came
2
up
equals
with the
5.
racist math? 2 + 2 = 5? That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. So okay, so
Yes, it does.
2.49
Yes.
it rounds to 2.
No.
2.49 plus 2.49 is 4. Hold on, this is sorry, I mean, it gets so stupid. 4.98. 4.98 is basically 5. Thus, 2 plus 2 equals 5.
But why is 2.48 now? What's his logic for that?
No. 2.49 is 2. It rounds, so it rounds to 2.
Oh,
So 2
okay.
or 2.49 plus 2.49 is 4.98.
And then
which rounds up.
2.5 and up is actually 3.
Correct. So because it's not 2.5, it's 2.49. It rounds down to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All I learned was 42.
What is the meaning of life?
I got it tattooed on me.
All right.
That's just for a reminder. It says don't panic, 42. So
Blacks
in
do like
case I get-
round booties. Yes, I have a thick Latino wife and I love her.
Oh, that's so funny. He said round booties, and I literally was imagining booties that you put on babies. Little
Oh,
baby
hell no.
booties.
No. We don't get to use those.
I was wondering, well, you guys wear bonnets. Maybe you do put booties on at night. I don't
Hey, yo. Don't judge my bonnet.
know. Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Q, 2 is 2, not 2.49. You have to change it to make it work, right?
Mr. Q, there is more wrong than just that because you're rounding twice in the sequence.
When it comes to scientific ventures, I'm going to go with Mr. Q with a Mr. Q over a Brian every day. Every day I'm going to say Mr. Q, the science guy, over a Brian. Just because of the name.
Just for the name. Okay.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Mr. Q just sounds smart, right?
Yeah.
Is that the James Bond guy that invented all the stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
Q?
can't. Was it Q? Yeah.
Q, yeah.
Am I a
Yeah.
fucking joke to you?
All I remember from Brian is Life of Brian. And,
Right. Which is really
he had a
not
hard-
particularly
He had a hard
scientific.
time.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of boobs on that screen in the beginning.
Hi, AP. You want to see a lot of boobs on the screen? You should watch a movie called Flesh Gordon. Boy, oh boy, was I reminded.
Digger, you watched this with Johnny, did you not?
I did. Yes.
I'm debating on if I want to watch it for the first time with my wife because I think
It's
she will hate it.
It's funny. It's one of those so bad it's good. It really is funny. I mean, Johnny would say different. But I think he enjoyed it. I think he actually enjoyed it. He was just stunned by the sheer stupidity of it. Yeah, Q
Yeah,
made all the
they,
gadgets for Bond, says fill some holes.
They say that there's not going to be any more James Bond movies. Movies
Oh.
have had a hard time.
Oh, they didn't. I thought they were gonna renew it using Alba or whatever the heck his name is.
I heard that was the last. There's no more James Bond, is what I heard.
I heard something about Pierce Brosnan giving an interview about who he thinks would be the next Bond. Why are they just retiring him now?
They're
Why?
probably going to make him a woman. To be fair,
that's
They
true.
were going
yeah,
to,
and
but that
AP's
was
got it too.
that was
They're-
met with so much backlash. Like
what, the
when
black
I mean
James Bond?
no, the
Oh.
woman James Bond,
Well,
that they actually kind of canceled the idea for that project.
yeah.
AP's on board.
Yeah. AP or Dom's saying it was made in the days of X-rated, not XXX rated.
But when you think of it, how special can it be? Because all women have a license to kill, don't they? Isn't that all women?
Well, yes, if you want to get political.
I
At
mean,
least
all
in your
women
country,
send men to an early grave.
my country rather, we have a license to kill here, no problem.
Well, you have to kill to live, right? You got moose running around and all kind of stuff. You could just leave your front door and something to kill you, right?
Well, that too. I wasn't even thinking that. I was going political. But yes, we do. Although I keep saying if the shit hits the fan, we've got ghetto deer. We've got a fairly big herd of ghetto deer that come through. I've got a big, large green area here and the creek running right behind. So it wouldn't be too hard for me to keep myself fed. Just have to wait for them to wander through.
Here in America, we have something called cities, and all of the wild animals. They don't dare come into the city.
Oh, we
Well,
just share
no.
our cities with the wild animals. That's all.
We have lots of wild animals in the cities.
In Chicago,
Oh yeah, 100%. They're called monkeys. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say a four like on all fours kind of animal, or it's a two-legged animal.
Two-legged, easy. Well, 4 if you count the the fist thing that they do when they walk.
have you ever had a Bigfoot encounter, Digger?
No.
Weren't you in that area?
I've heard what people would claim would be knocking from big feet, but it really is just the creaking of the really old growth trees. We've got trees that have
That's a
been
good
around
good
for
explanation. Yeah.
centuries. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
I've
Bigfoot.
never seen one, and I've never had rocks chucked at me from the dark. So I don't know. I've spent a lot of time camping out in the wilderness of BC. Never seen anything.
Wait, what is this movie? A man convinced his wife to have a threesome with another woman. There's a twist he didn't anticipate. That she liked it.
I'm sure I've seen that movie. The women find no use for a man. Yep. Hello, Lexi. How you doing? Oh, and AP is saying there's more wild pheasant in the city of Detroit than in the wilds of Michigan. There you go. Yeah, we've got deer. We've got the ghetto deer and the pheasants. There's all sorts.
They don't eat the wild pheasant. I would think it would be prime food for a city. Just go out and
They're eating the cats and dogs. They don't need to eat the pheasants.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cats. God, well, the tunes, right? Freedom Tunes.
Yeah.
Have you seen his eating the cats eating the dogs video?
Yes, I have.
God, that one's so good.
Maybe it's Freedom Tunes that did the I'm sorry, it must be a cat fur in my eyelashes because it's bugging the heck out of me, but I can't get it. Freedom Tunes might have been the one that did the music with the baby in the blue snowsuit. A few people riffed off of that one, but there was one that did it really, really well, and now I can't figure out who it was.
I did go to a Chinese restaurant here in the Atlanta area one day, and a few months later, it was closed down for serving cat.
Oh no!
So you've probably eaten cat.
I may have eaten cat. Yeah,
you may have had a little bit of meowie in you. Nice. It's fun when you find out like way late. There's
Mhm.
nothing you can do, and it's just like, okay,
Hey,
well,
we-
there's a fun
Hey,
fact.
we've been there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the whole damn town was eating Picton pork. It was cheap, right? It was local.
I mean, at least you can say you're not a cannibal like that one CNN reporter who was like forced to eat human brain, or else he would have been killed by the African people he was with.
Wow.
Remember that?
That sounds
No.
pretty harsh.
No, that was back in maybe early 2000s, and he went to go do like some kind of documentary on this African people who they were cannibals, and they were like, yeah, well, if you don't eat this right now, we are going to kill you and your camera guy and then eat you. And they were like, oh, we're sorry.
Yeah, we'll eat this. Thank you.
Mm.
Mr. Q, I got to go check out a beaver dam today to see if there was a thing you can do about it. Were you able to do anything about it?
You ever watch Duck Dynasty? They blow them up, man. They put dynamite in them.
Well, I was going to say, if
Boom.
you haven't got rid of it yet, you should check out and see if they still follow the 7-day Sabbath. There's a documentary that's been around for a while about a family moved into the bush, and there was a beaver family nearby, and they would actually go into the dam and stay in their dam for a day of rest every 7th day, which was a Saturday, which was the point of the documentary. Everyone will follow the Sabbath.
SDA
yeah, you should-
beavers?
Pardon? Beavers? Yeah. Yeah.
SDA
Beavers.
beavers? All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I was thinking, Mr. Q, you could just leave them alone and see if they disappear every sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. Just check it out for a couple of weeks.
Nah, just shoot them.
Or that.
You
Or
don't
you
need
could
them
just do
damming up
that.
your river.
Yeah. I've
Actually,
always been curious. How is it all of them in the world, or is it just that group of beavers, and why? And yeah, all sorts of questions.
Yeah, my cousin actually was like, he tried to pay me to go kill a whole bunch of beavers, just take a shotgun out there and go kill them. And I was, 12 or something at the time. He's quite a bit older than me. He was like, "You want to go kill some beavers?" And I was like, "No."
They're
I should have taken it.
they're a lot
Yeah.
bigger than some people may think they are.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
They're like a large house cat. Hello, Kaiser. How you doing?
Hey,
What up, K Money?
speaking of beavers, I say, you guys ever heard about that time the U.S. Forestry Service actually paratroopered beavers?
Yes, that was awesome. That was so
I'm
smart.
sorry.
Oh, you don't know about? Oh, yeah,
so
you're
they
a
got-
youngin.
They actually got some beavers. They got to get their jump wings, do their best Band of Beavers impression, and
Yeah.
I got to actually repopulate an entire area of beavers that really needed it, helping a small Idaho community while getting rid of the beavers that were near the town that were causing problems.
Yeah.
And guess what? The entire thing in 1947, mind you, cost a whopping $500 to actually completely fix this fucking problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, no bullshit, no multi-million dollar
Yeah. They
like
built special
environmental
traps
impact.
so that when
Yeah.
it landed, it wouldn't hurt when they landed, but it would automatically open as soon as
Yeah,
it
it
lands.
was made out of wood too.
Yeah, just wood blocks, and as soon as the parachute
Right.
made slack, it just fell open, and they just
Yeah, they had 77 beavers that they needed to transplant.
yeah.
And they actually just put them in these boxes and then just dropped them out of a plane with a bunch of surplus parachutes that they had left over from World War II.
Yeah.
And they just had guys hike in, retrieve the parachutes after the fact. And they're like, only one beaver didn't survive. And the only reason it didn't survive is somehow during the jump, it got out of the box, was on top of the box, and would have survived if it hadn't jumped from 75 feet and hit the ground.
Yeah.
At that point, Darwin just kind of shrugged that one off.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So funny.
Yeah, there's an entire Fat Electrician episode. It's called Band
Yeah.
of Beavers. It is worth a watch.
Yes. Oh, definitely worth the watch. Dom and Wild are talking about the movie Orgasmo. That was another good one.
Oh my God, that is
That was another good
old
one.
school.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, hello. We've got AP is here now. too.
Hello, AP.
What up,
What's
IP?
going on?
How's it going, guys?
It's going. How are you?
Very tired.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's
sound
okay.
like it,
Long
buddy.
day.
Say, but hey, we're glad you're here, bud.
Yeah. You're here
Hold
now. You
on.
just gotta hang
Getting a
out.
phone call.
All right.
Ain't that always the way?
Right?
I'm just
Yeah.
jumping in for
Oh.
a minute. I have to get back to my daughter.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's
Y'all
up,
been
man?
talking about movies, and I've been watching Squad Bob's Camera Angle with weapons, so I had to up my ante. This is a crown sword.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
it's the bladed from the Hellboy thing. It's a legit weapon, but it's a modeled replica. So I don't know if
Okay.
it counts as a weapon or a replica. It's technically both. I can't show it on the other show I work on because it says Alles for Deutschland. And I'm pretty sure Aaron will kill me for it. So yeah, but I was just doing that. I'm gonna get back to my daughter quick. You're all lovely
Okay.
people. I just wanted to show that you're talking about movie stuff.
Tell your
Oh.
daughter
Yeah.
I'd say hi.
You gotta show off.
Okay.
That's a weird connotation, Brian.
Yeah.
What?
She's young, right? You know this, right? She's only 6.
I didn't mean say. Tell her say.
Hey.
I said tell her say hi.
All right.
Sorry
if I turn
about
off
that,
my
guys.
camera, I'll still be here. I'm just eating because I
No
didn't
worries.
have time and I just got the kid to bed. So
No
Johnny can
worries.
still hear us. Go
Yeah,
take
I'm
her to
still
the
here.
Minecraft movie, you asshole.
okay. Yeah.
Yes, please do.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
Minecraft movie is literally everything wrong with the movie industry right now. And the worst part is it's exactly the shit that is making bank right now. And it makes me so mad because everybody that's out there bitching, oh, we don't have good movies anymore. Like, you're going to see the literal bottom of the fucking barrel slop that the studio is putting out. It is a by the numbers, absolutely trash heap of a movie. It has no good quality story. It's just a bunch of shit cameos and a whole bunch of like old, nods to the Minecraft game. And it's
Yeah.
fucking Jack Black, who is the most overrated and obnoxious human being on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
Second only to Mark Hamill, but
I feel like I caused a crash out, and I'm sorry.
Oh, but no, that movie is easily going to make $1 billion, and I guarantee you, what is going to happen is you're going to see a bunch more of these video game adaptation movies get greenlit off the success of this one, and it irritates me because it's the same bunch of people right now that are bitching that guess what? Oh, superhero movies are on the downturn. No, they're not on the downturn. People still go to see those. The superheroes have been around for decades, literal decades, almost a century at this point. And the problem is you had something good going with the first 3 phases of the Marvel MCU and whatnot, but then you had no fucking plan and you decided to just insert a bunch of politics and crap into it, and you ruined the fan base that you already had. So the problem is not the fans. The problem is the studios. And the studios have fucked it all up. They're not, and now they see something, another shiny bauble. And so instead of fixing what they have now, they're just looking, oh, video game adaptation movie, another shiny little key jangle. Oh, let's go for that. And that's going to be the next 5 to 10, 15 years of movies is shitty video game adaptations, and I fucking hate it.
I don't know. I mean, we had Borderlands, which was really good.
You shut your whore mouth.
How can you say that with a straight face?
I could not
was,
say it with a straight face. I'll be honest.
I know, right?
I was a little disappointed to see the Queen of Hollywood playing Oslin, slated to play Oslin in the upcoming C.S. Lewis movie.
Oh, I'm not even paying
Yeah.
attention to
Oh,
that.
Lord.
Who is supposed to be
Meryl
Aslan?
Meryl Streep is supposed to be
Yeah.
Oslin,
Oh, for
the lion.
no.
Yeah, so they're going to gender swap the character, which if you have ever read C.S. Lewis, is like, that is complete and total just,
Yeah.
oh, my head. It
But
hurts.
Read.
The lion mane was one of the main things, right? With
Yeah.
Aslan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
So
a male.
that's gonna be.
Look,
that's gonna
as
be
far
a
as
hard
Hollywood's
thing.
concerned, anybody can be anything anymore, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, they're
That'd
taking
be
that
like
to an extreme.
that'd be like having me play Aslan instead of Brian. That's not gonna work, man.
Yeah. Hello, Dance. How you doing? He says, so I joined the stream and you're talking about pussies, beavers, and bush. The stream is filth and I love it.
Hey,
How you
Dance.
doing?
Miss you, buddy.
Howdy,
How you doing,
Dance.
bud?
I apologize. My book is probably going to offend some sensibilities.
Everybody knows Aslan's an Irishman.
That's partially why they got Liam Neeson to voice him.
Oh, Dance. Oh, sorry. No, not that one. There we go. It was Mr. Q. I've seen beaver over 70 pounds, right? They get
That's a
to be
big beaver.
huge. They get to be real big. Real big.
We're talking about the same beaver, aren't we?
Yeah, we're talking
I
about real
hope they're
beaver,
over 70 pounds.
not slang.
Oh,
Dance is
you
working on a
mean the
video about
rodent.
string theory. Rock on. I can't
Nice.
wait to see that. Yeah. That was my favorite theory. And then I met Mighty and Dance and was told that they disproved it. And it just took all the fun out of science, theoretical science for me.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
you
up
like
on
string
string theory completely, so I'm a dumb guy. I mean, I can string words together, but that's about it.
No, I liked the idea of it. And it was, it was fun. Just don't tell me it was disproven. As long as it was unproven either way, I'm golden. I'm happy. But they had to tell me that it was disproven and just ruined a whole arm of science for me, I tell you.
Well, at least it wasn't a leg.
Well, that's true. Ask Johnny. Legs are a lot more important. Need them. Oh no, you're gonna get AI generation with crap scripts and
Oh,
it's
it's already there.
Yeah.
I would rather have AI generated scripts than whatever the heck we have now, because at least then the movies would cost less.
I've been pretty impressed by some of the AIs that are out now.
They do pretty good,
They're pretty sharp.
but like anything, it's a tool,
Yeah.
and it needs somebody to shepherd it. It needs somebody to actually nurture and watch it and actually input ideas, correct it when it makes mistakes, and then go on from there. But like I said, it's a tool. And when it's used as a tool, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually incredibly time saving. Believe it or not, I sat there the other night. I was working on my book and I sat there and I was like, crap, I need to actually, because I have the ages for all the characters, but I'm like, what the fuck are these characters' birthdays? I never sat down and asked myself that question because it never was really important at the time. But now I'm sitting there like, wait, I've got all these characters and personalities and everything. Like how do I even go about that?
Yeah.
And I sat there and I said, okay, well, let me just out of curiosity, I've got a list of characters. I've got their personalities. I've got their kind of general ages and everything kind of laid out.
Mhm.
And I said, ChatGPT, what would be appropriate birthdays and everything? And it goes, well, hey, let me do a little bit more than that. Let me not just give you birthdays that match, each kind of character, but let's also add an additional layer by actually matching them up with their astrological signs. And I went,
Okay.
I never thought of that. And so suddenly it
Well, of
starts plugging
course.
in the ideas. And I'm like, now I've never really been all into that higgledy-piggledy anyway. But I mean,
Yeah.
when you really kind of start breaking it down and whatnot, I mean, there's some people that do believe in that. And it's like, that just adds an additional layer of believability to the character
Yeah.
that somebody who is a reader might actually pick up on. I'm like, I would have never thought of that. And that generation of just like, that took me like 10, 15 minutes, like in total. And then made a couple of corrections here or there, but that was it. And now I'm sitting there looking at it going, this makes so much more sense. And the character motivations match up and the birth dates match up. It's like it actually to
Interesting.
me makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just me.
There have been some very worthy things that
Oh, yeah.
that I've noticed in the movies. You know, CGI has really come into its own.
Yeah.
And like Wild Saffron brings up, you've got a lot of religious stuff that has really, really been high quality now. That's come out.
Yeah.
I feel like the CGI has really taken a turn for the worst over the last
It
couple
has,
of years.
unfortunately. Again,
Depending on
it's-
the studio.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
can-
that's true.
You can take a photograph of Kaiser and make a whole movie out of it now. He can be a
Technically,
whole,
yes,
yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
With AI, oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
generative AI does have limitations, and for
I
those,
had
Yeah.
an argument. I had an argument earlier. I'm 100% positive that I saw Stephen Colbert take the Donald's toupee off, and we couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. But I know I've seen that. Have any of you remember that at all? Stephen
Mm-mm.
Colbert
No.
taking, yeah, he grabbed his hair and yanked it. And, I mean, he just really pulled like 3 or 4 times and pulled the toupee off.
No, I don't remember that.
we have somebody in the basement.
Well, it could be something that that was computer generated is what I'm thinking now. And
Yeah.
then of course once he became president, he probably purged
Wiped
that
it.
from, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's going to come out with that Russian P tape all of a sudden, and it's going to be generative AI.
But
Yeah.
but
The
yeah,
I
it
mean,
is
it's
incredible.
interesting.
It's incredible that you can't trust your own eyes anymore. You can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Until you
here's-
remember, Colbert doesn't have the balls
Yeah.
to stand up to a woman, let alone Donald Trump.
Yes.
He's a
Well, I will
pansy
say
bitch.
this. I will say this though. Because I started out like my actual college degree when I went to college, I was originally going there for 3D animation, CGI, that actually was my original degree background. I wanted to get into more special effects, like practical, but they were on the way out, so I kind of ended up where I was at. But as a side effect of that, like I kind of trained my eye subconsciously that I can just look at entire scene breakdowns. I can see the lines where like CGI is breaking in and where it's completely generated. The frame rate and the way your eye moves is not the same. So I'm sitting here thinking about it and I went, how is it that one person can look at an image that's completely, utterly, generated in CG? And you have one person who can completely understand it and see it and they think that it's real. But then you also have somebody like me who's like literally picking it apart going, that's fake.
That's a big flaw with Star Trek, Star Wars, a lot of the old stuff where
Yeah.
it's just so obvious now that it's in the background and pasted
Yeah.
on and
Yeah, like the moon landing.
now you're just trying to, start a fight.
Specifically with you, yeah.
Kaiser, my degree is in sociology. I'm not kidding, says Uncle Buck. Trained eye versus untrained eye, saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is absolutely the case.
Well, that was kind of the big thing for my career choice as well. Special effects makeup artist, going to school in 2001, 2002. Yeah, we learned. I got halfway through makeup school, and then suddenly HD became a thing that everyone used, and everything we had
HD
learned.
makeup. Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything we learned had to be completely changed because it went from having to have like opaque stage-like makeup, thick, heavy stuff. HD literally shows a person's pores, and
Right.
and you couldn't put Halloween or Hollywood makeup on just for regular people, let alone as soon as you start doing special effects. Now you can see if these things aren't sitting quite right or glued down just right, and you can see all the imperfections. And then suddenly, right after HD, you have CGI coming in, and that was the beginning of the end for special effects makeup.
Oh yeah, and it's if especially like one of my favorite TV series of the last real kind of the last real era before things changed was of course Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
And they recently released the completed HD restoration of like Star Trek Next Gen.
Oof.
And it looks great.
Oh, does
Now,
it? Oh.
It looks fantastic. But here's the kicker though, because it was all shot on film.
Yeah.
And then that was back in the day whenever a TV show had to be shot on film.
Mm-hmm.
But what was interesting about it was that they shot it on film, but then as you're now,
Hello.
hey Connor,
What up,
But as
Connor?
they're getting into it now. There's actually scenes where I've gone back and I've watched. There's one episode. I'm trying to remember exactly which episode it was. It was one of the ones where I think Riker is kind of losing his mind, and like he goes to reach to like touch one of the computer panels at the helm station, and they show like a close up of his hand. Schisms. That was the name of the episode. Okay, now I remember it. Schisms. That was the episode, and literally as he's hovering his hand over the control pad, you'd never saw it in the original, aspect ratio or the original like frame rates or sorry, the resolution.
Yeah.
But the screws, they have Phillips head screws holding the plexiglass on top. Then it's right there. It's like, in the original version, you just didn't notice it. But now there it is in HD. They're bigger than shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was pretty awful. It was the death knell for special effects makeup.
Well, it's just reassuring to learn that Phillips head screws made it into the
They
future.
made it to the 24th
Yeah.
century.
They're still
I was
useful.
gonna say it's a standard fastener.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm supposed to be eating, and I feel like I'm talking more than everyone else.
No worries. Hi, Connor. Sorry. I
Hello.
forget if
What's
it's not
up now?
full screen. I don't see the bottom row of people.
Dare. How dare.
I'm
Hey, when I
sorry.
started going like this, she got the idea.
Yes,
so.
as soon as he did that, I saw.
Yeah, like,
I
just
told her
love
that
how
there
you
was somebody in the
brushed-
basement waiting to get
Yeah,
out.
I
But
just love how you
okay.
just brushed off Kaiser's comment about someone in the basement.
I didn't hear Kaiser's
Just like-
comment about being in the basement. I thought that was a race thing. I was like,
Just
oh.
just Digger's just like nodding. Yep.
Yeah,
Anyway,
No,
conversation.
It's okay. I'm used to being ignored.
Here we,
it
Here
just
we
went over
go.
my head was all.
there we go. There we
Oh,
go.
man.
Much
Mike.
less shiny
There
now.
we go. One of us. One of us.
One of us. One
There
of
you
us.
go. I did. I was watching
it-
your unboxing later on. I was very nice to see
Ta-da.
all of his hats and stuff. That was cool.
Yo, what up,
Yeah.
Fiery? How you doing, buddy? Buddy! Fiery.
Hello, Fiery. How you doing?
Miss you,
Good to
bud.
see you.
You know
So
what,
really
Connor? He
fast.
was wanting me to mention something because one of the last like kind of streams that he was ever on, your dad was actually on it, and he was like, he
Fiery.
wanted me to express his thanks to you and everything because your dad was instrumental in helping him out through some.
Oh,
tough
yeah.
times.
That
Yeah.
was huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was
You're
probably a
welcome.
little weird, but you know what?
Well, Fiery and his wife had I guess it would have been a renewal of vows.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was very cool. I piggybacked on Brian actually. He was a guest, an attending guest. It was very cool.
It was in
in
Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
in Final
awesome.
Fantasy. Yeah. Yeah. So he and Westica renewed their vows. It was very cool. Very neat. I've never seen something like that in a video game before. It's very neat.
That's adorable. I love it.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So I noticed that that all Digger's friends are men.
I know. I swear I hand out invites to women, but this time of day, a lot of the women are taking care of, like, a lot of them have little ones, so it's like dinner time, bedtime, homework time. So, but
Hey,
I
do the same
invite
thing
them.
as a dad, and I still make it.
Yeah, I know.
Get in bed, you little bastard. No, it's okay. I love my kid. I'm just joking.
Don't
Don't
lie
get
to
your
us.
panties in a wad. I love my son. He's awesome.
All of my kids are tucked in a safe, so
There you go.
Except for the
kids don't
ones that are ready
exist.
for someone to come through the door.
This is why I got a quick trigger on my off button for the camera. Also, usually why I just lock the door.
You'll hear
Yeah.
it. So will half the neighborhood. But real fast, Squad was talking about Bigfoots and
Yes.
never seeing them. And Digger, you were talking about how you've only heard the trees creaking and everything.
Yeah.
You click that video I sent you in the private chat.
Yes, I did click on it. Oh, where
This
did
is
it?
known as the White Bigfoot footage.
Yes.
And it's broken down by
pulling that up.
Bigfoot Tony. He's a guy in
Holy
YouTube.
moly.
He hasn't posted
Yes.
in a long time, but
I
Well, you know-
opened up the video and I've actually watched it. I was halfway through it again.
yeah,
you go back in American history, and both Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett have Bigfoot stories.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's also the Michigan Dog Man here in Michigan.
The Goat Man
You're
here in
upset.
Indiana.
Mothman somewhere. Is that Mothman
Massachusetts.
is okay. Yeah. We've got a Bermuda Triangle-esque place. I'm living just on the edge of it, actually. We've got one in BC. It's very interesting. People just disappear.
So you could go into another dimension at any moment. Is that right, Digger?
Allegedly, apparently, people have just disappeared, and we've seen giant people in the distance. They've been caught on video.
It's been great to know you, Digger.
Yeah, in case if I just disappear one day.
We're talking like Siren Head.
Oh,
Well,
that
there's,
yeah, the urban, yeah, that whole
Siren Head.
creepypasta thing, yeah.
Yeah. But
Or
there's
Slender
Oh,
Man.
okay.
Bermuda Triangle in the Aleutian Island chain.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Actually, one of my favorite, mysteries from like the Bermuda Triangle and all that is
Whatever the
the
hell it
Flight
was.
19. That is. I'm a bit of an aviation buff, and just the mystery of how 5 planes just go completely missing, it just out like that.
Yeah.
or the one that what is it, American Airlines flight, whatever the hell it was flying to Bermuda, the island of Bermuda from what is it, Fort Lauderdale or Miami
Something like that, yeah.
Airport.
Mhm.
It flew through and it showed up 10 minutes after it took off. Because to get to where it needs to be is like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Well,
flew into the start of the Bermuda Triangle and it was landing 5 minutes later. And the ATC guy was like, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you landing? I didn't give you clearance." Guy's like, "You told me 15 minutes ago I could land." And he's like, "You were gone off the radar for like 45 minutes. Where the hell were you?"
Right.
Huh.
And he's like, "I've been talking to some dude. Are you named whatever?" And like, "No, he hasn't worked here in like 60 years."
Jeez.
Okay. Who knows? I know
Yeah.
ships go through it all the time and don't ever come out.
Yep.
I think us Utahns have the best, just because we have the Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah.
Skinwalkers.
There's a
Yeah.
radiation bloom underneath that place.
It's
There's something there.
it's it's something, all right. It's-
When the Skinwalker
all the-
forgets
it's,
to
uh,
act like a deer.
It's officially cursed, isn't it? Doesn't it have a curse on it?
yeah,
Yeah, there's a Native
Yeah.
American curse on it, I believe.
just
Yeah.
the whole property is cursed.
If you watch the TV show, they found in like 4 different spots there's a radiation bloom.
Mhm.
So when
Okay.
you go there
Dangerous
at certain
levels.
times, it peaks and burns whoever's trying to look through whatever's in the ground.
Interesting.
Yep.
Like the one cellar door that's lead lined, I believe, they opened it and the one guy got radiation sickness from it, which is
Wow.
scary as hell.
Yeah.
But
So I guess all you guys have watched the Y Files, right?
Oh yeah, I love the Y Files.
Yeah.
no,
I haven't seen them. A lot of them I've seen. I don't know. The Y file sounds very, very familiar. I know I've heard that.
Yeah, Vices actually showed a couple episodes.
Maybe that's
The
why
Antarctic
I'm-
expedition was one where the guy, crap, what was the name of it? Operation? Oh god, it was the one with Eisenhower where they supposedly found like the Yahtzees in Antarctica.
Oh,
Operation
end of
High
the-
Jump, that was it.
high jump. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Love the
vaguely
Y-Files.
remember that. I'm having a hell of a time, honestly, guys. I'm trying to find a picture. But yeah, it looks like it's damn near impossible to get a picture on a map of the BC's triangle. It's quite large. I mean, it does take up the bulk of the BC interior.
Yeah, that one's actually huge. It's like almost the entire British Columbia
interior. Yeah, like I said,
Wow.
I'm a part of it.
east of the mountain, whatever the mountain chain that is.
Yeah, it's Rockies.
I know it's the Rockies, Digger. I'm saying there's a specific name of it that the Canadians call that area.
Oh,
I can't remember what it is.
Is it called the Rockies?
No, jackass.
No,
I just
there's,
said that.
there's the caribou.
The
Just like the
Golden
Grand
Triangle of
Tetons
British
are part of the
Columbia.
Rocky Mountains, but it's the Grand
Yeah.
Tetons, not the Rockies.
Yeah, I can't quite remember the name of it.
Or the Sierra
My brain.
Nevadas, which are literally the foothills of the Rockies, but they're the Sierra Nevadas.
Okay. Yeah, I
Also,
can't
is this-
remember.
Good name to it.
I'm having a brain fart because I'm being asked, so of course my brain's gonna go, nope, you can't have that.
Yeah, it's just like the Porcupine Mountains here in the Upper Peninsula. That's the literal start of the Appalachian, the western end of the Appalachian Mountains. But
Okay.
it's called the Porcupine Mountains because it's filled with freaking porcupine. Well, it used to be.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, for Pete's sake, the Coquihalla Highway. It's. Oh, I'll stop thinking about it and it'll come to me tonight.
It's
The stream
fine.
will be done
Whatever.
and we'll all be gone away and suddenly it'll pop in. I'm like, oh yeah. That's
Happens
Speaking
all
of
the time.
We'll just see a little
Yeah.
comment on the bottom of the video. Oh yeah, by the way,
Yes, it was
5 hours later, this is the name.
Yeah.
Speaking of porcupines, you know what the difference is between a porcupine and a Porsche?
Oh no.
I haven't fucked a Porsche.
Okay.
That's not where
Well,
I
there
was
goes that
thinking.
joke.
Well, that sidetracked that joke.
All right, good night, folks.
Yeah.
That's all.
And we're
Thanks
done.
for tuning in to Digger's show. Have a good
No,
night.
the difference is, a Porsche has the pricks on the inside.
That's better.
I like that. Oh yeah,
Did
there.
Brian
Johnny
also
came up with
inappropriately
it.
touch them?
Yeah.
I've never gotten a chance to touch a Porsche, actually.
Of
I've
course, you
sat
like
in them,
dark
I've
humor.
driven them. They're not that great.
Oh boy, interesting thumbnail there.
What?
You guys,
Well, the new
you
one's
guys like
pretty
dark
good.
humor? Like, huh? What kind of dark humor are you talking about there? You
Yeah.
say, I think I think your sense of dark humor is a little more blonde-haired and blue-eyed. If I'm taking a wild guess.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I actually really like dark humor. I could think about maybe 6 million jokes or so.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
take the bait. Don't take the bait.
I was thinking
Holy
dark
shit.
humor, and the only thing I asked, yeah, no, I can't even say that. I'm a Mayo monkey. I would be in so much trouble if I said that. It was just a kid's joke about Kit Kats.
What's the
And
difference between a 12-year-old girl? in
Don't say
Japan?
that one. You're gonna get demonetized.
Don't read it out.
Don't say that one.
Do not read it out. Do not bring it
No.
on screen.
No.
Just no. Bad Brian.
Aw,
Rallies. Come on now.
I learned how to read for this moment, guys.
You can read it as much as you want in your channel.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. You can read it yourself. Yeah.
You have fun with that. Good luck.
We'll just
Okay,
we'll leave that off.
it's silent reading time.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, my food's here. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Yay.
JD, what's a Euler? You mean a Youper?
Oh, a Youper, an upper.
Yeah, I'm not a Youper. I'm a troll. I'm
Okay.
under the Mackinac Bridge. I'm in the lower. I'm in the hand
Okay.
of Michigan, not the
The hat.
upper.
Yeah.
Upper Peninsula.
Yeah. I hunt up there. I love it up there though. A land that time forgot, but
Mm. That's
plus
why I
Ford
love
Motor
BC
Company
so
owns
much.
like 70% of it.
Well,
Timber dollars. Half the
Yeah.
freaking land up there is all Ford Motor Company and timber.
You know, if I was ever president,
You're the
then
Ford guy. Is the whole thing about like Ford's pricing being like getting the same price as the workers their real thing?
Yeah.
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 It is
It's not going
actually
to work.
You
Does
don't
it
think
make
it's
the
gonna
cars
work?
affordable? Dang.
I'm
No,
ready.
No, you
not
can
with the
buy.
tariff. Not with the tariff situation. It's going to be a while.
I priced out a F-150 Lariat for $123,000. If you get my A-plan discount, take $7,000 off of it.
That's
It's
it.
still $116,000. You're
my
not
God.
buying it. Is that affordable? No.
No. Who would buy that car?
No one. It's a giant bag of shit rolling down the road.
Mm.
See, I
Engine
was thinking more
troubles,
like a Ford
transmission
Focus.
troubles. Retarded. Don't buy it.
Well, good to know.
Shit, especially do not buy a Lightning unless you want to be at the dealership every other hour.
Yeah.
Is there
I was-
any car like that's affordable from Ford that's worth the money?
Um,
I drive a Ford Focus, 2016. Gets me to
I was
point A
just
to
told
point
that
B back
buying
to
that would
point
be
A.
stupid.
I think the Puma. I think the Puma.
yeah, they
pretty
stopped
nice.
making those a long time ago.
I think the Puma's pretty nice if we could get one in here in America.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
the
I'm going.
Tacoma,
Otherwise, I'm going to go with Mazda.
The Tacoma, I
Yeah,
thought was made in
soon.
Texas.
Dance is
So-
saying that car costs more than a 3-bedroom house.
It does.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
nowadays. A 3-bedroom house is easily $300K.
Oh no, you should come
Depending on
over
where you're
here. My dad sold his 3-bedroom townhome for a fair chunk of money. He bought it for 290 something thousand. And he made more than $500,000 selling it. He was
Yeah, no, my parents are gonna be the same way. They bought the thing for like 230, 250, and now the
Yeah.
thing's worth like 600 grand. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I
they
want
bought
the
it in
economy
the
to fucking
90s,
crash,
so-
frankly.
Yeah.
Well, it's not about. We just have to fix the inflation problem, which is not going to happen overnight.
Mm.
Well, no, we need to have a massive market correction because everything is just so overpriced that we need to have another 2008 in order to make any house affordable for Gen Z. I think it's like way less than 1 in 4 Gen Zers have even prospects of owning a home.
It's even
Mm.
less for millennials.
Millennials, 1 in I think 3 own a house.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which no, put that into perspective. 66% of millennials are renting a house.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, let's look at the flip side. 75% of Gen Z don't even think they're gonna own a home.
Yeah. Well, even Gen X, the youngest of the Gen Xers, not a whole lot of us were able to get homes for a reasonable price anyways.
700 square feet, $780,000.
You're getting ripped off.
Yeah.
What's Federale?
No,
What the
he's
fuck?
East Coast, he's Canadian. Yep.
That's just stupid.
Oh, it's insane. The cost of housing here is just ridiculous.
See, I'm looking down in Tennessee, and you can get the same price. So, 700 square foot home down in Tennessee, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, whatever, is like 200 grand, but it comes with 12, 15 acres behind it. It's not just the house.
Yeah.
So with the
The-
land, it makes sense because I'm literally paying for the land. I don't really give a crap what the house is on it. They're not making more land, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I can build a
odds,
house.
plus odds are there's probably a cave under it somewhere
It probably.
in Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah. Los Federales says he's in Toronto, so he bought it for $325K, and it's already gone up quite a bit. And Buck is complaining still about the Fords. I was told right from the get-go, found on road dead, never buy a Ford. So I never did. And I've heard many horror story about them.
Oh, the Fiesta.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Well,
JKD.
just Fords in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say about the only car brand that I'm aware of outside of GM that hits 100,000 miles and instantly just goes dead. I swear they have like a built-in like kill switch, like 100K, click.
Yeah.
I'm looking in like 45 minutes around Nashville, JK.
Fucked over rebuilt Dodge.
Yep,
Fix or repair daily.
found on
Yes.
road dead.
Yes. Oh, yes, I know. Well, he can.
Stay away from the floodplain in Nashville, man.
My
See,
wife and I
if-
were talking. Yeah, my wife and I were talking about cars and whatnot and getting it because we need a truck, and that's just all there is to it. We need a freaking truck.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, so I mean, hypothetically, if we did look at a truck, I mean, what kind would we get? And I was like, well, I've driven your dad's Tacoma, and I mean, it's kind of terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not not the worst I've ever driven. I'm just like, there's just so much digital shit on this thing, though. It's like a 2018.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask the break.
I'm sitting there just going, no, if I'm going to get a truck, I'm going to go look at myself for a 1986 like Chevy K series, like old square body. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't care if that thing is rusted to shit. I can re-weld the fucking like. I was like, I know how to weld. I can re-weld
Yeah.
the whole fucking thing back together with spare parts. I mean, goddamn, I don't want any freaking electronics in my truck. My wife's like, oh my god, why are you like? I'm like, yeah.
No.
No electronics, and I want manual transmission. She's like, you have to get something with an automatic or I can't try. And I'm like, well, we could show you. I can show you how. It's really easy and it's fun.
There you go. I was going to say I never learned how to drive stick either because no one was willing to let me learn on their stick car, right? There's no point. I had to get myself to and from work, so I couldn't buy a manual and learn on the go. So
I'm
I
just going to say,
never
I
learned.
really had to fight hard to not take the bait for that joke, by the way.
She qualified it by saying car, and I was
Well,
about
at first she
ready to
said, like,
pounce on
driving
that.
somebody else's stick. I was like,
Stick. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
not going to take that one. I didn't
Yeah,
take
I never learned manual either.
it. Anyway,
Manual. Yeah. No, I never learned manual. Everyone was willing to teach me how on someone else's car, but that someone else wasn't willing. So
yeah,
I
my
never
my
learned.
granddad was originally going to try and teach me how to drive his 5-speed manual. I was like, oh, cool, I'll learn how to drive. And like, I didn't realize at the time, and God bless my granddad. I love the guy to pieces. I miss you, buddy. But holy fucking shit balls. Like 5 minutes into that driving lesson, and like, I'm a pretty reasonably secure dude. 5 minutes into that fucking driving lesson, and I was in fucking tears. It's like I felt like the lowest piece of shit on the face of the earth. I'm like, okay, no.
Done.
And yeah, it's so funny because years later, my first car broke down, and partially because I slid on the road and ended up in a ditch. That's another story entirely. Black ice.
I
But
was gonna
anyway,
say, sounds like black ice.
yeah, it was
Wallet?
black ice.
Yeah.
Black guys? Why were you have black guys in your
Oh,
car?
there's black ice all over the road on the coast.
Rain
It's
from
awful.
comment. I did not want to comment on that. 'Cause I was like, why
Anyway,
is the
meanwhile,
black
back at the ranch. But anyway, so My dad had an extra car at the time, and it was a 1995 Plymouth Neon, not a Dodge.
Oh, yeah.
Plymouth. It was the
Yeah.
first year of the Neon, and it was the Plymouth model, which back then meant that it was the stripped down basic of basic shit.
Yeah.
The gauge cluster did not work. The only thing that worked on the gauge cluster was the odometer and the trip gauge. But yeah, other than that, all the other gauges did not work. It had no radio. The door locks and windows were the manual crank, kind.
Yeah.
And there was no electronics in this car that worked. So again, 5-speed manual. I was driving myself to school every day, and I missed the bus. After my car broke down, I ended up having to start taking the bus.
Yeah.
And I missed the bus one day, and my dad's like, I don't have time to take you to school, so figure it out. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? He literally just tosses me the freaking key and says, figure it out, get to school.
Yeah.
I learned how to drive a manual literally by trial and error, and still had to get my ass to school before 7:30. I had a crash course almost literally in how to drive a manual. But I'll tell you what, as soon as I understood it and I got the rhythm down, holy shit, I was tearing shit up in that car.
So you
Yeah.
use the rhythm. You use the rhythm method. Huh?
Yep.
Right. I learned to drive I knew the basic concept, and I learned to actually drive one when I bought a RX-8 with the manual transmission, because it came with a more powerful motor.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned to drive manual on the way home after picking it up.
So RX-8. So was it a traditional style like cylinder, or was it the spicy Dorito?
Spicy Dorito.
Ooh.
Without the turbo.
Oh, without the turbo though. Oh,
Well, the turbos had a very common issue of pushing the apex seals out out of the exhaust. So
yeah.
But
I've heard of the issue with the RX-8 apex seals. Yes, I'm familiar with that one.
well, that's RX-7s. They kind of fixed
7s.
it on the Wankel Revo.
Okay.
But if you add a turbo, it kind of gives you the same old issues. So I can tell you everything you need to know about that motor, though, if you want to make 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, the rotary engine is a very, very interesting
Bye, Dan Spiker.
motor.
Yeah.
Have a great one.
Bye, dads.
Good night,
Everybody.
I have thought I have going.
Yeah.
Or dance. Sorry, I'm very tired. Give me a minute.
It's okay. I'm at that babbling stage, so I get it.
No, the rotary was originally created for airplanes
Mm.
because they
That
can
makes sense.
have the original 12A Wankel can go up to about 22,000 RPMs before it has issues.
Oh wow.
So the faster you go in the air, the more it cools, the better the motor runs,
Better.
the more
Yeah.
power it
Yep.
gets.
That makes sense.
So, and the shit, I know of a 12A Wankel rotor having 3 million miles on it.
Wow.
And the only thing the guy does is replace apex seals every 250K or so. Re-chromes the combustion chambers and keeps it going. So
Yeah, I
Very
mean, with any engine, I mean, if you properly maintain it, it can go and go and go. But yeah, that's the trick.
Yeah.
heck, my parents' Econoline E150 with the 5/4 Triton in it
Yep.
had almost 250,000 miles on it. And the only thing that killed that van was the frame and body rusted through.
Yep.
It survived
right.
a camping trailer accident that almost flipped it.
Oh,
Dented the
jeez.
body completely. None of the windows broke, but the doors in the rear were caved in, but they still worked. And
Wow.
the right side of the body, the bottom part of the rear window was caved. The body was caved in so bad that you could put your hand in there
Oh,
and open the window more. You could actually put your entire arm in and open in the pop outs,
Wow.
oof.
but the windows didn't break.
Huh.
Wow.
And all my dad
What,
did
so
was,
so what you're saying is I have to get a minivan for my next car.
it's not a minivan. That's a
Oh.
conversion van.
Let's say, yeah, the Econoline with the Triton, those were big hosses.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
hmm
great vehicle. But the only thing that killed it was the body. You can't re-weld what's not there, and it would cost way too much to add the metal back
To
to it
replace
to make it viable.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
You put some
my
duct
dad
tape
sold
on
the
it, man.
motor.
Duct tape and Bondo.
Yep.
Stand her down. It'll be fine.
If we were
See,
in Florida,
what I find interesting
Sure.
is the idea that, I mean, as technology is evolving right now, we're getting remarkably closer to a world where if you want to, like a classic car or something, you could literally just go to a place and have it like almost 3D printed and like just have them build you a new one from the ground up. And we're getting to that point
Yeah.
technology wise where that could be in the near future, which hell yes, I am all for that because
Brian is
desperately-
3D printing one right now, man.
he's like, I desperately want my 1972 Plymouth 440 GTX, but
Yeah. Finding
I'd
one.
love to get an 85 Grand National.
Mm.
Yeah,
It'll
that-
never happen, but I know somebody with an all original one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be
I'd
nice.
like a 74, 72, 74, 240Z. Not asking for much.
What are you?
Never
what
gonna
do
find one here though.
you, do you drive? Do you drive something now, Digger, in Canada?
Well, only because I can't afford a car.
okay.
I've kept my license up. I love to drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've last time I was on the coast, that's how I got home, is I rented a car and drove myself home. It's quite nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Always have a license and the ability to drive once you get it.
That's why I feel bad about not being able to drive stick. It's like it's something everyone should know. So
Push the clutch in, put it in first
Yeah.
gear, rev
But
it a little bit. Back
You've got like a
clutch out
moose.
till
You've
it
got like a
catches.
moose in the backyard, though, right, Digger?
You really need to inform people how things work, Digger. I didn't realize if I jump into your studio and just kind of like hang out in the back as like an extra person should the need arise, but I type in the chat, it will type it as you.
yes.
'Cause I just typed. So for those of you who are confused why Digger
just
wrote
saw
soon
it. Like,
digs soon, she was saying how she can't drive because she can't afford a car and she doesn't have a car. And I was like, soon digs soon. I suppose.
Oh, okay. You're gonna.
Oh, that
feel-
would
I'm done.
like, oh, whoops, that came out wrong.
Well,
you know, you
Thanks for
can
answering
stay
your
if you
question.
want. Just saying.
I like the
Um,
idea of appearing like a magical little like weird like midget weird thing that just goes, hey, jokes, weird, Zanus, bye.
Okay.
Here,
And then
poof.
bye again.
You just need some red
Okay.
hair, Johnny K.
And just pop out like a
I've
leprechaun.
had red hair. Someone needs to find the picture. I'm sure it exists on like Aaron's Facebook history, but I had a horrible dye job like
Was
3-4
this
years ago.
when you were fat or when you were
No, I was still working with Aaron, so I wasn't fat. I lost a lot of weight before I met Aaron because there can only be one fat man,
This is true. 2 fat men in a room and you become Kino Casino.
right? So I don't need that.
Mr. Q, I'm glad exotic meats are paying off enough for Johnny to buy Digger a car.
But exotic
right?
meats are not paying off
Right?
because I'm not selling any exotic meats. There's no exotic meat. No meat.
See, and I misunderstood Mr. Q. I thought he was just offering to teach me how to drive a stick shift. I didn't realize he was offering to buy me a car with exotic meat money. That's
Meats.
really awesome.
No, I don't have
That's-
exotic
that's
meat money.
awesome.
Don't even have
I
exotic
Hey,
meat.
appreciate
hey,
it.
Diggs, down here in America, they give away cars like candy, man.
And most of them
Yeah,
come with a
right.
free gun,
Oh yeah, they do.
Right?
That definitely 100%.
especially in Chicago.
Especially Chicago. Yep.
In
Hell, just go
Flint.
magnet fishing. You'll find like 6.
Yes.
That is true.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Are they functional or do like
Oh,
can
yeah.
I pull them apart and like
well,
clean
you
them
know,
up?
The Glocks
you're
are.
gonna need some body work, but you know.
The
Speaking
Glocks
of
are
body
pretty
work, will
functional.
those
Clean 'em,
still
they're
be
good.
attached to it when I magnet it up, or did they let go by that point?
Oh, no,
well,
it's
that
depends.
depends. I mean, there's
Depends.
plenty. There's actually some YouTube channels out there that
Yeah.
are
How to
dedicated to
file a
that.
serial number. All right.
It's like pull the VIN number out, just get the bones out of the front seat.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Just shuffle them off and
Yeah.
nice sweet girl.
Make sure you go deep on the serial number. You can acid etch it back to life.
Yep.
Mm.
No guy.
Lexi's saying, "Hey Digger, he
Do it
didn't
myself.
say he's not buying you a car, though, right?"
That is true.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna show up.
I don't have that
expecting
kind
a
of
car
cash though. I don't
so
want
I can
anyone
drive
getting their
myself
hopes up.
home.
I'm what's known in the common parlance as fucking broke.
I don't know. You can sell
Oh.
your body.
Good thing
Not
that
a lot
there's
of people
payment
want it.
plans.
Yeah,
I
you're
found out,
American.
like, I was all
you
like-
guys can make money on plasma and sperm and shit. We can't. do
Yeah,
that
but
here.
dude, like here's the thing: sperm banks and plasma like donation centers really get fucking. How about we don't though? When you're like, yeah, I have multiple sclerosis, they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I
Like, it's like
guess.
my nerves are retarded, not my sperm.
Right.
Well, I mean,
People think it's a genetic disease. It's not.
That's the thing too. Like, I have technically, I have a record of one whole miracle baby. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want the like? For all I know, I've got like the second coming mayonnaise. Like, I don't know.
There's a double entendre in there, and
Yeah.
I'm there for it.
It's a tangy
Yes.
zip.
Well, I'm
Los
glad I finished
Federales.
eating right before you said that.
Oh no!
It
Oh
is International
my.
Beaver Day today. Yes. in
yep.
case
So
you're-
No
everybody go
wonder
hug-
I'm
go
horny.
hug a beaver.
Yeah, everybody
one?
go hug a beaver. Yes. Go.
I gotta go make a
pet
run
your
to Fat
beaver.
Jack's. Why? It's International Beaver Day.
Is that the strip club?
Yes.
Both
Where
are
else
on
would you
sale
go
right
on
now.
International
Wild,
Beaver
just
Day?
saying.
I don't know.
Put
Your
your
mom's
order in.
house.
Aw,
Oh, that was me.
she hasn't worked the pole in years. You're doing yourself a disservice. You want to get one of those young flexible gals.
I don't know, man. You ever heard of Gummer?
Jesus.
Nothing
Christ.
like
You ever make love to a
Guys,
taffy machine? Oh, Jesus.
The cover got me. I saw it.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yesterday was Asexuality Awareness Day. Ah, yes. So when you are absolutely unlovable, so everybody thinks that you don't want to have sex. Yep, understood.
Gotcha.
I mean, your standards are so low, you won't even fuck yourself.
This is true.
That's actually accurate. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't arouse yourself, what's the point?
Well, right.
See,
If
when
you
I
don't
just-
want to get yourself off, why would anyone else want to do it for you?
Exactly. Hard to pay for something if it's no fun to you.
See, like, I don't mind involving other people. It's just the whole thing gets so expensive because, like, I got to hire the singing telegram lady and I got to hire the person to shoot her because I can apparently only nut when we act out that scene from Clue. And it gets really expensive.
Ferris Bueller one, just shut the door.
And all I can think of is the old
Yeah.
American Pie, just shoving it in the pie.
I was going to say,
Your
people
best
get
one.
really pissed off when you're on public transit and you're trying to reenact that scene from, Risky Business.
I think I'm glad I don't remember that scene. my memory, I think my memory holes might be working in my favor.
Then again, it may just be the fact that I'm like a little on the big side.
Could be that.
I don't know. I can't reenact the scene from Risky Business. So you have to be standing for that.
not that
sliding
scene,
one
you
way,
don't, but
though.
okay.
Oh, wait. I was thinking about the sliding.
Yeah, the slide. Yeah, no, I was talking about the train.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very early Tom Cruise movie. That's a throwback.
Yeah. Risky business. That's not
That's
doing
when
it. You know,
the
I'm going to go and look at all these later and just.
Oh yeah.
start of running from
Oh,
movies.
Yeah. Look, you're literally talking to the movie guy here. I mean, come on. It comes with the territory, and so does she. Oh Lord.
Well then. Well then.
The following has been closed caption for the reality impaired.
See, I personally like to do the flash dance on airplanes.
The flash dance.
Start
Wow.
pouring water all over everything.
Yeah. I can see that going over very well on an airplane.
Just
The
for
marshals
now.
only yelled at me like twice. All right.
Excuse me, sir. The captain has turned on the please for the love of God don't be a douche sign.
Don't talk to you while I am twerking on this man.
Oh Lordy.
I got in trouble at the hospital because I kept hanging out near the handicapped entrance, and every time that I saw a person in a wheelchair coming in, I'd start playing Chariots of Fire. They really don't appreciate that. You know, nobody said it was a bad song. They just didn't like when I chose to do it. I was like, oh well, you know, y'all need motivation.
There's a joke in there somewhere there, Digger, but I'm
I know.
trying to avoid it.
I know.
Like the plague, my friend. Like the plague.
I know. My head bumping.
Is that a cat? Am I listening
Yep.
to a fucking cat?
Yeah. Oh no, that's not my cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounded like a dog barking.
Yeah, that sounds like a dog.
I was about to say, it doesn't sound like Al. Al doesn't bark at his dog.
And the
Raccoon.
dog definitely doesn't
Woof.
say anything.
No, the dog just is there. I
Yeah.
hear some
No,
squeaking every once
If
in a
that
while.
dog could talk, he would just say, "Kill me!" Like that's all that dog would say. I mean,
See, I thought he
has
would
been-
say Edward.
He has been eating the same neutered cat's dick for the past 20 years. That dog has had enough.
Oh no, don't. Okay, you can't nuzzle on the keyboard, silly. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It's not Hug a Cat
Lord.
Day yet, Digger.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not allowed
So
to play
beaver
with my
substitute?
beaver on stream.
Oh,
YouTube's
I
an
didn't
asshole.
use that
So
bad.
I'll just play with my kitty instead.
It's supposed to be the blurred hands one.
That's why there's so many men.
Yeah, we're all just waiting for the beaver play.
Right? Little
Oh,
do you know, I
I'll have
actually
to-
have a pet beaver in the
Did I forget
bathroom.
to send you those chapters there, Ryan?
Maybe.
Sad part is
Yeah,
I'm not
Sunday,
entirely
you're
joking.
okay.
I had to actually put that.
Okay, so
That
stop,
was,
stop Mike. He's muted, so
interesting.
it's gotta be AP. Do you have the fucking dog?
No, if you heard my dog, it would be a lot louder
Woof.
than that and a full bark.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Squappy's son.
Okay.
Definitely
Chico. That's Chico. That's his name. That's
Chico the
Chico.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
gross.
go. That's why it's noisy.
The rat dog.
Woof.
Yeah, my roommate's got a pit bull. He's pretty loud when he wants to be. So
Yeah.
He's got his.
Oh, you're busy
It's a
with the
little
toy.
problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're yeah, I see.
These damn toes. I just want to chew on my toy.
I don't know what it is about these tiny ass dogs, man. Like Houdini,
Dogs
my
are funny.
parents' dog, who I guess our dog, family dog, whatever. Anywho,
Mm.
he literally would bite me when I tried to take his ball from him. Instead of playing fetch, he would say, "Nah, I'm gonna take your finger too, motherfucker." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I have been bit by that dog.
Yeah.
I don't like
my
that
dog was a
dog."
boxer, and she had opinions, and she would let you know her opinions.
Oh, good.
But 99% of the time, that dog didn't make a peep. So
God, I hate it when dogs decide that they're people and like deserve rights and shit.
Right?
You are not like redheaded stepchildren being ignored. I do not agree. Here you go. You want to get it all out there. So they're going, remember the kitchen scene from The Postman Always Rings Twice with Jessica Lange?
That's old school.
Yeah, that's old
Never
school.
seen it.
I didn't feel the need to put that back in people's memory, but
I've never even heard of it. So
since you're being
there you go.
mistreated so much.
How do you? Okay, never mind. I always have to remind myself
what,
not
Kaiser?
everybody has seen enough movies like I have.
What's a
What,
movie?
guys want to fight?
Well, that too. You
Yeah.
and Brian are babies, so a lot of this stuff that we know we're laughing at. You guys are just you don't have
No,
any idea what
I
you've
would
missed.
definitely believe that Connor's seen a lot of fucking movies.
I've
No.
seen quite a bit of movies. I haven't seen like Before My Time. Not
Oh,
a
you're
lot of
missing so many good ones.
What
though.
is your
Yeah.
time?
Like Land Before
2004?
Time.
There you
great
go.
film.
Heck, Edward Scissorhands is probably before your time.
Yep.
That
them.
is
I've seen it's a good movie.
right about my
mean,
time.
I've
actually.
okay.
I
mean,
never saw
I've
it.
seen all of
Technically-
Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If I say
Yeah.
Wes Craven to you, what pops to head?
Means nothing.
Nothing.
Serpent in a Rainbow.
Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Blanks. That's what pops up.
Yeah, shooting blanks.
Craven, you mean like the new Marvel movie thing that Sony just did on Netflix? It was okay. There's
No.
the dude from
I got on my list.
Kick-Ass and stuff.
No.
It was okay.
No, I was gonna say Bill Pullman, Serpent in the Rainbow. That was a Wes Craven flick.
Yeah.
Mm.
I say
Yeah.
actually my favorite movie was Before My Time, and I actually have the poster on my wall.
Spaceballs.
Nope, it's
Perfect
right
Blue.
there.
Oh, I can't see it. Oh,
That's
oh,
You
oh.
got The Thing.
Yeah.
You've
I,
got
okay, I've seen Wes Craven movies.
By the way, that's Blade Runner. By the way,
Oh, I love Blade Runner.
Oh,
I've
okay.
I've seen like
Blade
2
Runner,
minutes of
you
the
got-
movie, and then my dad told me to get the fuck out. I was like, oh, okay.
which I do
Never
have
mind.
to give a little cheers. Unfortunately, the news actually just came out that recently the guy who did the
Good night,
poster art
Leslie.
for a lot of movies, including
I'd like to-
Blade Runner, Drew Struzan actually just recently was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So, you know,
Oh,
cheers,
yeah,
bud.
rip
That's
his
fine.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. Some of the most iconic like movie posters. Actually, I think 3 of the movie posters on my wall are Drew Struzan works.
Hey, you
Hmm.
know what? Look at the bright side. At least he gets to watch the movies over and over again as if
And
it's the first time ever
It's
seeing
the
them.
first time you're seeing them, right?
Dang,
Imagine the
Like,
kind
I-
of
I-
you
story
have Alzheimer's.
with after watching his own stuff and then building off
Yo,
of that.
this movie's amazing.
I've got this
Who
wonderful
directed this?
idea.
I should make a movie sometime. Oh.
You never
No,
know.
but for me, I never remember like director or screenwriter's name in movies.
Oh, he
Like,
Drew
it's-
Struzan
it's
was actually the
very
guy who
rare.
just did the poster. He didn't actually
Yeah.
direct it. That was Ridley Scott.
No, well, I was going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going
Sorry.
back to Wes Craven.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, I did not recognize the name, but I know a lot of his movies.
Yeah,
But I searched him up.
he's one of the most prolific horror filmmakers in history. So
Mm.
horror
Yep.
suspense. Ridley Scott, great suspense guy. H.R. Geiger, great creature creator. He did the
Design for the Alien
Predator
and Aliens.
design and Alien
Yeah.
design and pretty much
Weird.
anything H.P. Lovecraft brought to a film was H.R. Geiger. So
Mhm.
Yep. Actually, fun, interesting little tidbit of lore about Alien was that the original screenplay for Alien was written by a guy named Dan O'Bannon, and he also did like the sequel to Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead. It was
Okay.
terrible script. He did some really bad scripts, but they wanted the rights to the movie and they wanted the the name. So yeah, I think it was Columbia or Fox, whoever made the movie. It's been a while. bought the script, and they did a page 1 rewrite. So they bought everything from him, and they just scrapped the rest of the idea and had it rewritten from the ground up.
Wow.
And he got really salty about that one, but he still got like a writer credit in the movie, the original Alien.
Yeah.
Didn't he get like $1 million or some crazy shit like that?
Yeah, he got some shitty. I mean, he got some fucking good money out of that. I mean,
Yeah,
he got some fucking good money.
Yeah.
1970s millions dollars is
Right.
Yeah.
tens
lot.
of billions now. So
Yeah. Uncle
You
Buck
just
saying
wonder.
Ridley Scott doesn't understand his own movies anymore.
No, that's the problem. He's an old man who doesn't even understand his own movies. It's part of the reason why Blade Runner is such a divisive topic for a movie, because there's like 20 different edits of the movie.
Yeah.
The original that came out in 1982 is not the same version that you find today. And honestly, of all the versions that I've seen, barring the White Dragon cut, which I have not been able to get my hands on, I'm trying to. There's a fan edit out there called the White Dragon cut. I want it so bad. But yeah, the 2007 final cut is kind of lauded as the best cut of the movie.
what's the
Yeah.
longest?
So is Disney going out of business, Kaiser?
No, they're just gonna keep running this shit straight into the fucking ground.
Yeah.
But eventually, we'll all be able to
newest,
afford to go to Disneyland because they'll have to lower the prices just to like, keep the thing afloat.
Eventually, yeah, the price of entry into Disney is going to be basically the equivalent of a pack of Marlboros. So it got
Yeah.
I don't know if that means that the price of Marlboros is going to go through the fucking roof, or if Disney is going to actually lower their prices, unlike all logic would say.
You see, Brian, this
Pack
is
of
what I call
Marlboro will be
hedging my
about
bets, because either
$200.
way, I'm going to be right.
The point is, if you suck on this, we'll let you in the park.
You're old enough you can suck on this.
I might.
Oh, gonna be going into the park. It's like, yeah, dressed up as Mickey Mouse. Whatever you want. $10 will keep the mouse head on.
No, KK's out of Lucas now. She's gone.
No, she's not.
gone. I thought she was.
This clubhouse could talk.
She's not
Was that-
officially gone yet.
Oh, was that
Nope,
fake
she's
news?
not gone. And that whole rumor that she was going to leave, that actually was a PR stunt. I called it.
Really?
Literally the moment that the article like broke, I was like, this is a PR stunt. Don't fall for it. I didn't comment on it. And then literally like 2 days later, after everybody was bugging me to comment on it, and I said, watch, it's a ploy. It's not real. 2 days later, story broke from Variety that she's not actually leaving anytime soon.
Mm.
Just like,
Yeah, she's actually greenlit like 2 other projects
Yep.
that are going to be piles of shit.
Oh, well then,
yeah.
yeah, Disney's fucked.
Here's the thing. Kathleen Kennedy will leave Lucasfilm the day she leaves Lucasfilm.
Mm.
Whenever
I-
she decides.
This is where George Lucas needs to be a man. He made the original mistake and he needs to make it right. Okay. He needs to go in there and make sure that this lady suffers is just held biblically accountable for
That's
the
right.
sins that she has committed.
But
Oh,
he
that would be
said
divine
in, like,
justice.
20 interviews, he's got nothing to do with it anymore, and he's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
even going to step foot to tell anybody anything. So, but I mean, he was handed $4.5 billion to shut up and go away.
For all Lucasfilm, yeah.
Yeah.
And in that time, they've made back less than $2.9 billion in 12 years. They
Oh,
bought it
Exactly.
for over $4.5 billion in 2012 dollars,
Wow.
and by 2025, they've made back less than $2.9 billion in
Is that-
2025 dollars.
Is that taking into account the millions that they lost in movies?
That's
too?
taking into account everything adjusted for inflation.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Mm.
Yeah. So they have never even actually broken even. Never.
Correct.
So when they
Yeah,
sell it,
well-
they're probably going to end up selling it at a loss.
Exactly. Which,
China will
More-
load.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
4 billion in 2012 is now 5.5 billion today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they aren't making their money back from this.
No.
Next time I'm in the green, I'll have chopsticks. Ha.
And the crazy thing is Luke
Chopsticks.
sold a script for episode 7 and 8 to him with that $4 billion.
Here you'll love this there, AP, because there's been a development on that. So yeah, he sold story treatments to Disney with that sale for 7, 8, and 9.
Oh,
Guess
was it
what?
9? I thought it was only 7.
He sold them the scripts for a new trilogy to finish out the Skywalker saga. And officially it has come out that Disney shredded them.
Why would you do that?
That would have
Yeah.
made them so much fucking money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
It
know
would have
what?
more
That-
than tripled that $4 million or $4 billion.
So when
Yeah.
are you allowed to sue for literally attempting to ruin your stock price?
No.
Oh, don't worry. Gina Carano is already working on that quite well. If you've seen any of the news regarding her trial and her case against Disney,
I have
and
not.
specifically,
Yeah,
Kennedy.
Gina's got a good case, but
Bye,
Night Wild.
Lucas
Wild.
has
Night Wild.
no case. Have a good one, Wild. Lucas has no case to sue
Yeah.
anybody. He signed on
Yeah.
the dotted line that gave
No,
over complete
I
control.
want to sue as a guy who owns a single share of Disney.
Yeah, well, technically that's a shareholder SEC thing. You'll have to take it up with them. But
Good luck.
yeah,
Hey, no,
um,
we were able to do that for Elon. I want to do it for Disney. All right. A
Yeah.
single guy who owned like 4 shares of Tesla was able to stop the entire money thing going to Elon. I want to do it with Disney, and I will do it well.
Let us know how it goes.
It won't go
Yeah.
well. I'm not going to do it. I don't have the money.
Didn't-
So
Herein
the real
lies the
quick
key.
short update to Gina's case is that basically for the last 8 months, Disney has been dragging their feet, trying to basically stall discovery in the case. A judge literally just ruled earlier, I believe yesterday or today, that Disney has officially 20 days to turn over all documents that were requested in discovery 8 months ago, or they're basically going to rule in favor of Gina.
Wow.
I think
Right
they're
on.
going to
Yeah.
not do it.
Why
'Cause that
20
would-
days? Just give them 5 minutes and then default Disney. It's
Well, they have to technically make it look like they're trying.
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
for
At
8
this
months.
point, they already know. The court knows. Everybody knows what's going to come out of that filing when it finally does come out.
Yeah.
What is in those legal
Yeah.
documents? When it comes out, we know what we're going to see. I mean, this is the same group of people that literally after, Gina changed her pronouns on her ex bio to beat boot bop. They tried to literally lump her in a 56 person struggle session. I'm not even joking. A Maoist struggle session to basically let a bunch of employees of varying whatever, to basically sit there and crap on her for a couple of hours. She basically said, no, fuck you. I'll be happy to take a few of you out to lunch, talk to you about some things and kind of come to, some ways about improving things. But I'm not going to sit there and just let you guys treat me like a punching bag.
Yeah.
First off, she's an MMA fighter. She kicked their asses, but so there's, anyway, the thing is, they, again, digressing, we know what's going to happen. We know what they're going to do. Disney is in such financial straits right now. They're
Oh,
just
yeah, they're
we got to kick the fucking can down the road as far as we can.
Mhm.
And now they've just run out of rope.
Yeah, the crazy thing is when Hulu reverted to Disney in its entirety. As soon as that happened, me and 9 other people I know canceled our Hulu.
Mhm.
Instantly.
And Disney still owes Comcast over $29 billion
Yeah.
for that acquisition of their share that they can't actually afford because they don't have the money.
Well, at the
But
time,
hey,
wasn't it? Was
But guys,
900 million they only had in liquid dollars?
200 million.
200 million. There you go. Yeah,
They had
that's-
200 million in liquid assets at the end of 2023 before the Hollywood strike.
Wow.
They-
Notice
wait,
how that
200
number
million
got
in liquid
mysteriously
assets?
buried.
So literally at this point, they're going to get taken apart in litigation, and the very people Walt Disney wanted to avoid are going to be the ones who own it. All right, cool.
Yep.
Exactly.
As it should be.
Triple the stock, I might buy into it again.
Yeah, Bob Iger. It's so
Why?
funny because he has had I'm not even joking. Bob Iger has talked about wanting to run for the presidency before as a Democratic nominee. That ain't fucking happening.
Not anymore.
How in the hell
No.
could he ever
I mean,
see
he-
him
Look,
doing better than Biden?
this man has about as much chance of getting in as Gavin Newsom.
Well, yeah,
But
But he
yeah.
can win. Sorry, that's the stupidest. Like, I'm a Bill Maher fan, and it's one of the stupidest things that he said. It was just like, and he was having an argument with the conservative streamer whose name is escaping me at the moment because I'm trying not to die. But yeah, he's like, yeah, but he can win. It's like, yeah, but what makes him a good candidate for president? He can
Right.
win. What policies does he have? He can win. Like, okay, cool.
Okay,
But I'm saying he
What
sucks.
does he bring to the table?
yeah.
He can win. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maher's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Can't stand that guy. And he looks more and more like a lizard person the older he gets. I'm sorry, time is not being nice to him. It's weird. Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think it's all
The
freaking
meat suit is
cigars
starting
he-
to slip.
Yeah.
The
Edgar,
2
your
shower
skin is
days are
falling
not
off your
working
bones.
anymore. Yeah, Edgar, your skin's hanging off your balls.
bones.
I love that.
Wow.
Oh, Men in Black, good movie.
Yeah.
It's a classic. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, I kind of took over
Okay.
the stream there for a while, and I
No, that's fine.
apologize.
Meh. That's what this is about. We just come and we hang out and we chat about whatever we chat about.
Okay.
I can talk
Yeah.
movies. I like movies. I've seen most
I like
of it,
movies,
what
too.
you've seen. So
Welcome to Kaiser Pineapple 420 show.
There you go.
Last Starfighter, go.
There.
Why is it the greatest movie of all time? Go.
Well, actually, it is a pretty good movie, but I'll be completely honest. It's one of those. I haven't seen that movie in so freaking long. I have kind of forgotten a lot of the stuff about it. So, yeah.
All I
But I can-
remember is the tail end when he comes in on the spaceship and the dinky little ladder comes down and he climbs halfway down and then he grabs the hot chick and they go away. That's
Yeah.
all I really remember. That's all I needed.
First movie to use CGI a lot in its space battle scenes too, which is pretty impressive for the 80s.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I was saying
Oh,
this
how'd you
earlier about when you guys were talking about this, the shows. Like, granted, like you were saying how you were pointing out how the opposite is true. Like, you know, Star Trek was like the last one before CGI was a thing. I was really big into Babylon 5, which is hilarious because I have it all on DVD, and I've gone back and watched season 1. And if you believe people had to learn CGI for TV, if you don't believe that is a thing, all you have to do just watch season 1. When 3 fighters will be like they're sitting on a table. And when one of them turns to the right and banks down, all of them do by the exact same amount at the exact same time, like the table shifted. And then go watch season 5 where it's like, no, they're all moving around independently. Like, oh, people learned that doesn't look right. All right, cool.
Yep.
I really like it when like a cartoon or something like that has like a very specifically black outlined like thing, and you know that's what's going to be moving.
Oh my god, I would have to find it, but somebody, there's actually like an anime joke in there, like where somebody, it was an actual anime series where the 2 characters having a conversation and they're like, wait, don't step there. That's where the cell animation like separates. So don't step there because something's about to happen right on that spot. And they're literally having this conversation in the actual show. And it's just like this big meta fourth wall break.
Yeah.
I'll have to find that.
Futurama did something like that.
Yeah.
Which
I love Futurama. That was a good show.
Parodied everybody.
Futurama, I've watched every episode, and I forced my wife to watch every episode too because we were in college, right? So she would be like, I would get back from work, and I'd have like, you know, at my campus there was a special dining option where you could get like steak and like potatoes and stuff like that. Well, I never got to go. However, I worked it, so I'd go home with steak and potatoes every night,
Oh,
and with
nice.
sweet potato fries, all that good shit. So I would go. I would
Okay.
go back to my dorm room with steak, potatoes, and we would watch Futurama
Nice.
Aw. The good old
every
days.
Friday night. Yep.
Sounds,
Oh.
Sounds like a
perfect to me.
good night.
Mm-hmm. Well, kids, we've hit just past 2 hours, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'm kind of hurting a bit. It rained all night and all day, so my fibro's acting up. But thanks for coming and hanging out again. I really
Always.
enjoy doing these on Mondays. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess we'll see everyone whenever we see everyone.
I love you.
Later, chat.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
kids.
Topics change from day to day. Science, art, or history's play. No path to twist, no trail to ditch. He dives right in where to begin. After anything, nothing's too obscure. She'll dig and take a spirit so pure. From ancient lore to future dreams, every question finds its